Hello everyone. Uh, Today we are presenting. Unfortunately, my teammate is not here, but today we are presenting Project 1. It's October 31st, 2024, so happy Halloween for the course CSC 4710 of Database Management System. In Wayne State University with Dr. Sheyanglu. And I am Misil Kalanji and my partner is Viktor Georgievsky. Today we are going over Project 1 on Database Management System. And let's go over the project description first. So in this project, you will create a user table and then use it to register a new user, and then allows the user to sign into a website. This project will take 4 weeks. And watch the video, there is a tutorial of running a sample code, and we were assigned the following functionalities and interfaces. So 1 is the user registration, 2 is user signing, 3 is search users by first or last name and or last name, search users by user ID, search all users whose salary is between X and Y, search all users whose ages are between X and Y, search users who registered after John registers, where John is the user ID, and then search users who never signed in. Search also users who register on the same day that John registers, and these are 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the last one is return the users who registered today. This is a SQL query creating a table called users. We'll be using our own, but we used. So the project was meant to use React, but we chose PHP for most of our code. And for the database, we chose XAMPP. That's what we are using for this class. It's run locally. I pretty like it. It's pretty good tool. And yes, I'll first go with connect.php. So it basically connects to our database web app. We call it web app, and we use the user root as the user with a local host and no password. And we connect it with the register. We're going to include the connect PHP with the register, but I will go with that. Well, first I want to show the index account.php, which is basically the front, what the user will see, and how they will interact with either signing up or signing in. So the basic template for the HTML5. I also included a CSS style sheets, Ajax, and one that we made two. This one is for the search features from 3 to 9 or 10, basically. And but first I'll show you. I'll keep going to the index account. So it goes from, this is for the sign up. So that's where the body starts, and this is for the sign up. We go with the register first, and well, this is for the title. and always the action for this form will be register.php. That's where all the SQL statements will be, and here in the all the way to the bottom we'll have the input for the submission when you sign up. But first, let's go. You will put a user will put the first name. So all of them are type text, and this is the name for what we used, and the ID what we used for the table. The table we called it. We go here. The table we called it users, and it contains user ID, first name, last name, email, password, which of course we encrypted it, the salary, the age, registration date, and last login, which is for all of them it's no because they haven't logged in yet. I just created them for the purpose of this video. And the second will be last name, then the email, password, the age, salary, and we'll have a sign up button. Or if there is if you have a Google or Facebook, you can do that. But if you already have an account, there will be another button for the sign in where you can click it and send you to the other form, which is again with action register.php. That's where it's going to be read. Called sign in, and that one only contains the email and the password. These are the required. Again, or for if you have a Google account or a Facebook account, and again if you don't have an account, so this is the equivalent of the already have an account, the opposite of already have an account, but it's the same thing, so it will send you back to the registration portal. And after that, let's go to register.php. This is where all the fun stuff it's happening. So this is where the registration with the post, via the post. So if it's set, it's going to be sign up. We're going to request method with post, via post, of course. And we're going to have the first name. We're going to have last name, email, password, age, and salary. And these are all the required fields. So it's going to basically all of them. The user ID will be auto-made. It's just because to keep the track of in our own table, the user is not supposed to put their own ID, insert their own ID, and it won't make sense. But it's only for the admins or whoever works behind the curtains. For the tables, the ones that's supposed to see the user ID, the email, password, age, salary, and of course, if you forget any field without typing it, it's going to show to fill all the fields. And then hashing the password, and then check if you are registering with the same email from another user that, for example, Alfie Solomon, user ID 6. If you're trying to register again with another, you are trying to register another first name or last name. Let's say, for example, David. You want to register David with Alfie at example.com. You won't be able to. And this is by preparing select all from users where email is equal to whoever it's registered to. And it will echo already exist. Otherwise, it will register the user who is registering, and it will insert in the user table the person who registered. So first name, last name, password, age, email, password, age, and salary to the following values. So all of this. And the location will be at the index account.php. So that's where we all listed the IDs and the names for our columns. That's what register.php is interacting with, index account underscore account.php. And otherwise, if we're not registering, we are going to sign in. And the sign in only consists of the email and the password, selecting from the email, and we're fetching. So we're using the fetch sock association, which is associated with. So if the one that the user is putting to sign in with, and the one that is in the table, in the table, if it's equal, it will update first. It will update the last login timestamp. So if for example, if my email, let's say I'm the admin, which is John, let's say. Well, it is John for our project. So let's say our admin, John at example.com. If I sign in and if I'm trying to sign in, and if what I'm typing is equal to this email that is on the table, so this is what this is saying. After putting the password, of course, it will update my last time that I logged in. So from null, it will show the time over here. Just like it shows the time where I'll register all of the accounts. And the location will be at the homepage.php. That's where I'll show you the next. That's just where the next page will be. File that I'm going to talk about. Homepage. So the homepage will just directly will send if the password and the email is correct of a user that has already been registered and they are trying to sign in. The homepage.php interacts with the register, and it technically sends you to the homepage. The homepage is pretty simple. It just fetches the user's first name and last names from the table, from the email that the user is trying to sign in with, and is going to say hello, the name and the last name with a space between the first name and last name. So if I sign in me, John Marston, it will say hello, John Marston, with a smiley face. And if not, if I sign in with another one, this is only to show the search page link. So the search page link will only be available for the admin, because he's the one that's supposed to see all the salaries of other workers, employees, where they sign in, when was the last time they signed in, when were they registered, their IDs, etc., etc. The reason for that is just like in real life examples in the world, where you want to check your employees if they are working or not. Let's say, for example, remotely. You wouldn't know if they signed in or not to do their tasks they are assigned to do if they don't have this row, this column, for example. So that's why that is important. But to get back on what I was going to say is, employees will see this. If I try, let's say I'm Tommy Shelby. By the way, if you did not notice, I just picking big names over here to register with. But let's say Tommy Shelby. I sign in as a Tommy Shelby. I am an employee basically, and I do not. If I sign in with a, I was trying to have. I'll go this later after I explain this, but when I sign in as Tommy Shelby as an employee, as a regular user, I will see this below, which this is only for project purposes. You should in real life, or I don't recommend you don't have permission to access the search space, because people that are not supposed to have access to that thing, they shouldn't know about that thing. But in this case, the search page. And the second thing is, I was trying to, let's say for this, let's maximize this. I was trying to give access to John, not from the root, because the root is not it's not very safe to give user access to the as a root. I wanted to give it to Johnny with different accesses. Here, of course, I gave all privileges. You're not supposed to do that, but just for the sake of this project. But I was trying to do that with another. We were trying to do that by creating another index.php file. So the same thing as index-account to sign in for, but not for the users, but for the admin. So something similar like index_admin.php. We were having issues connecting the user of the database, John, for example, and we couldn't figure that out how it would work. So we decided to include that inside the table. So it's something to point out. We will work out and try to figure that out on our future projects. But keep going. And after the home page, let's say that I signed in as an admin, and I have access to the home search page. And if I have access to the home search page, I will see this line as a link to click it, and if I click it to go to the search page, it will send me to the home search page.php, which is the next one that I'm going to talk about. So how this works, again, it connects with the database. Location, it's in the index-account.php for the email. So check if the session email is set, and if not, redirect to login. Only allowed to John. Again, we couldn't figure out how to connect it with the admin from the database server. And close this. This is how this looks. So it has again a CSS of search by name, and the actions. I'll go over the search.php as well. This is where this is how this page interacts with search.php for searching for picking up the columns and the users and the IDs. So doing all the queries. So, pardon me. First, we are with the search name. We are going to look with searching by name. We are going to search with the user ID with the restrictions. The restrictions I'll go over. They are down below here. Let's go over the restrictions. So the restrictions are for the user ID, the salary range, the age range. The reason we put the restrictions for the user ID, the salary range, and the age range is because for the user ID, let's say for example, not just for the user ID but also for the salary range or the age range, we don't want negative numbers or special characters. So that's why I included this function. We included this function to prevent negative numbers and special characters in the numeric fields. So it prevents all the numeric, non-numeric characters and negative ones. This is for the Ajax forum submission to display. This is where it will get the response from the search.php to display the data that it gets. And I will go over it right now. And also we included the special search option, which includes the following: search users who registered after John registered, search users who never signed in, search users who registered on the same day, return the users who registered today. Sadly, I deleted the previous users that I was testing before the other days. Like that, this was my fault because I was trying to register other users, and this is my fault. I apologize, but I deleted the previous users. So for most of this, will show all of the users will be registered that have been registered, that are registered today. So they will show all of the users. But you get my point. If you keep using this website or this tool for a company that they are going to work with, of course they will show differently. So, but again, you have register after John, never signed in, register same day as John, and registered today. And then the submission form for the search. This is for the search. So after you click search, it will run the query for the search.php. Take that and pop a table. And also another one is the homepage, back to homepage button, where it will bring back you to the homepage, which is pretty cool. Let's go to the search. Oh, we have the logout as well. This is pretty simple. It just logs you out from the account. Session destroy, and then exit. Search.php. This is where all the good stuff is happening. So this is all the types of searches that are being for the tables, for the user tables. So we have the output, the conditions, the parameters, and the types. So we set the criteria. So if the name it's not empty, you get the name, or if it's the user ID is not empty, you get the user ID. So you check it if it's not empty, and then we also have to take the salary minimum and maximum when you input it. I will show the full project after I'm done with the last file. And if no search criteria are provided, so it will display a message and return. So return, please enter at least one search criteria. Actually, we fixed this by just providing a table with no data. And right here, if no results, add a row with no data. This is to check if a specific name is provided. This works for the first and last name, just not only for the first name. This is for the specific user ID that is being provided. This function is for the salary range. So of course it's numeric, the salary is numeric. So we have to get the salary and the minimum salary and the maximum salary. The conditions, it's between salary minimum and salary maximum. So we have, there is going to be a user is going to be searched between whatever you put the salaries to. So we also made sure that the condition are made that the salary is not going to be negative, so below than 0. So the minimum that you can put in the left one is going to be 0, and the maximum is whatever the user is making. And then check if an age range is provided. The same thing works here. This is for the special search for the users who never signed in. So the type is the never signed in is the column of never signed in. The function that never signed in. And the last login, which is no conditions. This is for in the beginning when you first register the user. Instead of not showing anything, it will show no. So this is for users that are registered after John. So after John. And how the query works is we need to select the registration date. And then from users, where email is equal to johnexample.com. So if you think about it, if it's after John is going to be equal or bigger than that, so it will show all the users that have been created after John has been registered. And here will show the date. This is the condition where the registration is going to be bigger than the John example, of course. And if there is no admin, this is an error condition where error statement. I apologize. Where the John example at the user with the email john@example.com is not found at all. That means that it's not registered at all. Usually the admins are directly inserted into a table. We wanted to put the admins separately from the users, but we started as users, and that would take a little bit time of fixing the tables and changing all the statements, which would have been a lot of time. So we did not make that. And yes, this will show the date. This is the condition. And if the user is John, as I said, it will be not found. If this is an error statement where there isn't any user with the email john@example.com, then it will print this string. And this is the special search for the users registered today. One moment, please. This is for the users that are registered today with the condition of, so if the date of registration date, so if we go here, So if this is current date, then it will be printed. Current date will say today. That meaning that it will be printing all the users on the table that have been created today. And this is the final query. With the tables, these are going to be all the tables, all the columns of the table. This is where the executed, all the search functionalities will be executed, and this we also made sure to check if there are results, and if there are not results, there will be, as I said, creating a table called no data. So finally, let's go to the register and login. Okay, let's first go to already have an account, sign in. This is for all the users, but if you don't have an account, and as I said before, admins are not supposed to register. They are already given an account and it's already on the tables inside the database, but this is where you create a username. I'm thinking of any name that I can't think of. Bruce Wayne. Yeah, let's call Bruce Wayne.com. I don't know how old Bruce is, but I'll put it at 35. He's probably 40, and he got a lot of money. So let's put a salary of how many zeros? 3. How many? 100 million. Sign up. Oh, line 9. Connect.php. What did I do? Oh, alright, I'll remove this then. Alright, let's do this again. Sign up. Oh, I forgot a password. Okay, so registered. Keep it saved again, just for the school purposes. And let's get in. So PHP.XAMPP.com. The password, and then sign in. Oh, again. Oh, forgot. That was funny. Hello, Bruce Wayne. So, and then it shows you don't have permission to access the search page, and that's where John at example.com comes in place. Then now is this available? This is available, and voila! This is the search home search page. So we have 4 users now since we got. Well, no, we have 5 users now since we got Batman now, or Bruce Wayne. So let's refresh this. Yeah, and let's say we want to get. Let's say we want to get Alfie Solomon. We have to specify the ID. We don't have to specify the name for this case, but or the salary range. But if we put, for example, registered after John, let's say, okay, let's start with this. Registered after John. Who registered after John? The admin. Search. It will show. Okay, so I did not register just for this purpose, for the sake of this case. I did not register everybody with after the admin. I registered some before, so which is pretty good. But if I put who never signed in, remember Bruce Wayne signed in, so it will not show Bruce Wayne here, but it will show the other ones. And the last login, it was never. But if we search for Bruce Wayne, let's say Bruce with ID 10, let's go here. Let's put ID 10. And who registered after John? Of course, Bruce was registered after John. It was so only Bruce here. And it also shows the last time that Bruce Wayne logged in, which was 9:43 of Halloween. Batman for Halloween. And also showing cases where are registered after John, or let's say never signed in, and the salaries. Well, let's check for the salaries. Who has a high salary? Okay, we're gonna pick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's put 1,000,000. So maximum is 1,000,000. All right. So we'll show the followings. Was never. And it would have been nice. Oh no, it wouldn't have been nice for entering the user ID bigger or smaller. That wouldn't even make sense, but just for the sake of the code. But yeah, so it shows Alfie Solomon, Arthur Morgan, and Jackie Chan. And let's say we want a specific one. Let's say Bruce, Tommy Shelby, because he's been bad boy lately. Tommy Shelby. I don't remember his ID, so I want to see what ID does he have. So the salary range, I don't even know his salary range. I'm curious, how much does he make a year, and how old he is. I don't remember how old he is, but he probably is between 0 and 100. So let's see if he registered today, and let's search. Oh, not that he did not register today. When did he register though? Never signed in. Register after John. I think I made a typo then. Tommy Shelby. Ages between 0 and 40. 40 and 100. Well, he did not register after John. He did same day as John. Let's remove this. Tommy. First or last name. Okay, it does show, but not for the select special search. For some reason, I will make sure to troubleshoot that. But let's keep it Tommy Shelby. Let's say again, let's put a never signed in. It will show no data, but he did sign in. He did never signed in, so he never signed in. Let's put more. Okay, let's check this special. Let's put 0 between 40. Max salary between. It wasn't not more than 1,000,000. So, and yeah, I'm trying to find his user ID. So he wouldn't search. Let's say if the user ID is Tommy 5. I'll make sure to fix that. But yeah, that's for all the checkings. So if we go here, users, search users by first or last name and/or last name. So Tommy Shelby. I'll fix that. John Marston. Only this one doesn't work, but user ID does work, and and the salaries do work. 0 to this one. Yes, and it also works for the age range. So for example, let's say if the age range is between 0 and 80, it will remove Jackie Chan. Yes. And the special topics do work as well. So never registered after John, and never signed in, and register same day as John. There is no one who registers the same day as John, and who registered today. It's Alfie Solomon and Arthur Morgan, with the following salary range and age range. That's why nobody was registered the same day as John. But if we remove the following, register same day as John. Just making sure if anybody registers same day as John. I have to fix that too. I'll make sure to fix that. In the following minutes, and I'll be back again. So I'm back, and I managed to fix the register same day as John. I was having issues with the fetching and the query over here. I wasn't doing it correctly. So I have to select registration date as registration date. I had to do this. And for the name, I had to kind of work with, first I have to do twice or with the or statement. So yeah. And let's get Arthur Morgan, search, and yeah, it showed. So this concludes our whole project for project 1 of database and management system. And have a good one. I'll see you on the next.